should we get into our year in review?
Yes.
So, this is the 2024 Cutscene Combos year in
Right.
review. This year, we have reviewed 5 films, 12 live action shows, 8 animated shows. We've had 11 Josh guest appearances for the gaming segments. We've completed 44 character profiles, and not including this extremely long episode, we have waffled for 83 hours and 52 minutes. And of course, we had the Nerd News Network. We covered some stuff this year. This year started off, to cast our mind back to January,
God, that's a
with
challenge.
the end of Percy Jackson Season 1,
Oh, yeah.
the Echo miniseries,
God.
the episode 100 end of Season 1, beginning of Season 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We then moved into Madam Web. Then we had the Holy Trilogy of Bad Batch, the second half of Invincible, and X-Men 97.
Oh, God, yeah.
We then created the brand new segment Pop Culture Powerhouses.
We did.
We had Fallout, one of the big
Yes.
what are we going to get here? We had Tales of the Empire. We had Fancast for the Future X-Men.
Yes.
We watched The Acolyte.
We did. And we enjoyed it.
We did. I finally got caught up on The Bear. And then we watched The Boys and The Bear Season 3 together.
Yeah, because I got caught up on The Boys.
Yeah. We broke down our favourite ever film and TV moments. We covered San Diego Comic-Con, Deadpool and Wolverine, Batman the Caped Crusader, Rings of Power Season 2. We put out some hot takes. We covered The Penguin, Agatha All Along, Vox Machina, Joker Folly of Dirt, and Venom the Last Dance all within 6 weeks.
Jeez, stacked week.
You got caught up on Reacher and on June.
Yes, I did.
And then more recently, we had Cross, Dune Prophecy, Skeleton Crew, Creature Commandos, Secret Level, and Craven.
Yeah.
We have covered so much this year. It's some of that stuff I completely forgotten about. I couldn't even remember that we started the year on Percy Jackson.
Yeah, same. I had in my head that was like, we did that last year.
Yeah, simply incredible year. I've had so much fun this year. I can't believe that the total of our episodes before this one was 83 hours and 52 minutes. Like, that's insanity.
That is a lot of talking.
That is so much.
And that's all down to Josh and his games.
Yeah. Josh and his goddamn gaming segment. Josh. Do you have any particular highlights? I know we're going to do our awards in a minute, but is there any more eras that you were like, then they were a fun, crazy couple of weeks?
Well, I mean the Penguin, Alex Cross, Agatha, like that period of those 3 shows was insane. That we said that was like a incredible few weeks of like triple stacked shows.
Yeah.
I completely forgot we'd had the triple stacked animated.
Yeah,
time.
I've got looking back at the year, remembering back to watching the finale of Bad Batch, the second half of Invincible Season 2 and X-Men 97. It really felt like animation was starting to get the respect it fucking deserved, because all 3 of them were phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't discuss it on the pod because obviously it's not your sort of show or you haven't watched it yet, which is Arcane. But like that also was another incredible anime. Like we've had some amazing animated projects this year.
Yeah, and what I know we don't have a lot of reach, but we do talk very fondly about animation needing more love and more respect, and it feels like it's starting to get there. Don't get me wrong, it's not happening quickly, but feels like, especially in my mind anyway, started with Spider-Verse and then moved into more animated projects, and now stuff like Arcane, which is incredibly successful in the mainstream, the resurgence of like childhood favourites like X-Men 97, Invincible doing so amazingly well, Vox Machina, stuff like that. I feel like we're finally getting to the point where more boomers and that kind of generation who look down on animation as cartoons for kids is really starting to get a bit of love and respect like it deserves.
I get what you mean.
especially when on the other side of like the more highbrow stuff, you've got stuff like Love, Death and Robots, which is winning critical acclaim on a TV scale, which is even more difficult for animated projects.
Yeah.
And then when you consider stuff like The Outer Wilds as well this year, which was a phenomenal animated film, it really feels like we're getting somewhere with animation being treated with a bit of respect. And we both got caught up in a lot of shows. We did so much catching up this year. I finally caught up on The Bear. Yeah, you were caught up on Reacher and Dune. It was great. We're all ready to go for next year.
And The Boys. The Boys. And in my own time, I've binged Yellowstone. That's now finished and wrapped up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've watched a lot of TV.
So much TV. Like the amount of times people have been like, "Oh, what you want? Have you watched this?" And I'm like, "I don't have time."
Yeah, is it? It's not nerdy. Sorry.
Can I fail to monetize it for the podcast? No. Okay. Well, what do you want from me?
Also,
the only other show that I've been able to watch even sporadically, and we're still getting through it incredibly slowly, is The Sopranos.
Fair. I mean, I had House of Dragon season 2 was also this year, which I watched.
So much TV, man.
And I also got you into Dropout this year.
Yes, Dropout. I've not watched Dropout in like 2 months now, and it's
I hadn't, and then obviously now I've got some spare money coming in. I was like, just to lock it in, I'm buying the full year subscription.
You should have just asked me for my login.
It's fine.
Dropout literally the only streaming platform that says share passwords.
Yeah, but I want them to have money.
Just so we're clear, CEOs of Netflix and other fuckface organisations, this is how you manage to make more money from not password sharing. You make your price reasonable, and then you treat people with so much dignity and respect that the response is, yeah, but I want to make sure they're making enough money.
Yeah.
And also, just to shout out Dropout a little bit more, they also, for the second year in a row, have been able to engage in profit sharing with talent and cast because they've had such a good year.
Right.
Shout out Sam Reich, Brennan Lee Mulligan, all them goats over there. If any of you want to come on here and waffle about whatever nerdy topic you choose, we would let you on the heartbeat and we would just sit here in awe.
Yeah, like the Dropout crew have been, especially with all their live action content as well. They've been putting out like the improv shows and stuff.
And I think we're due the next season of Game Changer in like January or
February.
Currently
getting caught up on Make Some Noise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait for the next season of Game Changers.
Yeah, it is arguably the best £45 I've spent, and I've not even got through some of the stuff I want to watch on there yet. But just that stuff that I have watched, I'm like, I've already made my money back. Already.
Sure.
I look forward to catching up on some more of that over the Christmas period when I have a bit more time. It'll be really good. And we've still, although we won't be discussing it till next year now, we've still got What If this year.
True. Yeah, that's coming out. It just
didn't get in under the deadline.
Yeah, well, everything's got cut-offs. So
yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's been a great year. We've got a lot of films to cover next year.
Yeah.
There will be more live action shows, more animated shows, at least one more Josh appearance. We'll see where we can get to character profiles, and we'll try not to waffle too much more. And of course, we will still have the Nerd News Network.
Yes, we will.